Good morning. Today I wanted to try something different with my Barbie video. As every Barbie has a name and a date. In my 600 square feet of fun, I have gotten every Barbie from the 60s and 70s. So I thought it would help some of you identify the dolls that you find, and then I can explain them to you so you'll know what to look for, what's rare, what's different, and what's out there. So I'm just going to do a quick go through real quick. Those of you that don't want to watch the whole video, because it's probably going to be pretty long today. If I have to explain them all, and some of them I probably won't remember because I'm just going to say it. There's so many, it's almost overwhelming. So if you start collecting Barbie, be prepared to find space and spend a little bit, because especially now, Barbie is very expensive. She was cheap when I started to collect. In fact, a lot of my dolls I didn't spend very much on. Some of them were gifted to me by my friends and my family. But most of them just kind of came to me, if you believe that. Or I'll give away some, and then the same dolls will just come right back for $1. It's kind of a weird thing. So all that I can think of is they want to be together. I'm not sure where to start, so you might as well start at the beginning. So my Barbies are on the 3rd floor. And I've got a lot of my holiday Barbies up here. I don't really collect the holiday dolls, but the ones I have, I've put up here because the quality isn't very good, and it seems like the value on them, they don't really go up. My sister made me this. We got some sleeping bags, balloons, kites, Barbie blanket, tank tops. These are the newer 28-inch fashion dolls. I love them old dolls too. There's one of my size Barbies in the original wedding dress. These dolls are neat because a 3-year-old could share their clothes. That's the first Bob Mackie doll. And there's another Bob Mackie. It's my Swedish girl. These are a lot of my 90s and 80s dolls. This is the kind of dolls I played with when I was a kid. Made to Move Barbie. That's Kissing Barbie right there, and that's the Western Barbie. Tracy. These are my Superstars. That's the original 1979 Superstar. I did take her out of her box because I wanted to play with her. That was kind of the larger size Barbie doll from the 70s, Superstar. Costume ball Christie. Up here we have one of the new ones, Day of the Dead doll. She was my favorite when I was a kid, with Sparkle Eyes Barbie. And we got Barbie Life in the Dream House. I got her for $1. More 90s Barbies. Like I said, that was kind of the ones I grew up with. So a lot of cases, board games, anything that says Barbie, I just grab it. I'm not into the Hannah Montana dolls, but they showed up so they can stay. They are Mattel. Paper dolls. This was given to me from a client, the sisters. I love that. It's a little Barbie safe. Book bags. Roller skates, life vests. There we have the Halloweeny ones, which is the Wicked Witch of the West. The Babysitter new dolls. I used to love the Babysitter dolls from my time. So I just kind of put them all on the same shelf with the Wizard of Oz ones, because the Wizard of Oz was the first book I ever read. Oh, I like this one. I just got this one. Beautiful. This is the original 1961 Barbie Dream House. We've got Skipper and Ricky and Alan and Midge, Barbie and Ken and Scooter playing board games. That was the first Barbie dog that we ever had as a kid that we played with all the time. And then that's another Mackie. They're beautiful. I love their dresses. Another my size Barbie. That's some more 90s dolls. Bob Mackie. And that's an unopened Barbie bike. Ooh, I love this one, the circus Barbie. She is so beautiful. And these are kind of newer dolls. I don't usually take those out of the box because the quality is not very good on the newer Barbies. And then I've got Jazzy's Burger King. I don't know if you remember Jazzy. She was one of my favorites when I was a kid. And there's Jazzy and Midge. I think that's All American Midge. And then we've got Jazzy's buddies. We got Chelsea, Jazzy, and Stacy. These are my video game hero dolls. I do not have them all. This is the NES Barbie game. I don't know if you ever played that. I played it when I was a kid all the time. Here's part of my grocery store. Might as well get that in. I call it the Bubble Market. And then this was something I just kind of put together for fun. I made Barbie foosball. Like a little arcade for Barbie. These games all work. And I made a pool table for them. More video games. Michelle, I like that one. Air hockey. This is fun. That claw machine actually works. He's my security guard. Barbie magazines, coloring books. This is my Barbie casino I made. Exotic dancer. And these are the Barbie and Sensations that I have. Kind of goes with my there's Donny, Marie Osmond, her little brother. I'll think of his name in a minute. It's kind of hard to find. And if we come over here, we got our Super Talk Barbie, and then Barbie and the Rockers. These are some of my favorite dolls when I was a kid. I loved to play with them. I got more over here. And Michael Jackson, he's got to be in my Barbie room. He's a big part of my childhood. And then, of course, since I put in a casino, I had to have a counselor's office. So there's one of my favorite clone dolls. She's a twist and turn from 1966. These guys are some of my favorite, the way that they were made. made to move, except for this one. She was dramatic living Barbie. Those are so much fun. This set in the back is a metal kitchen play set. My friends had one growing up and I always wanted one. I think it's made by Box. Snoopy Goose. Then we'll go to my bubble market. So I got a lot of my bubble cuts here. Tootie. And there's one of my Skippers bubble cut. I love this bubble cut. She's so pretty. I like her pink lips. And it's clones running the store. You notice a lot of clones work in my store, my Barbie room. This is one of my favorite rooms. There's the Mary Poppins doll. There is my Titan ponytail doll, my molded kin. This Skipper, she started my Barbie collection because my mom wanted a red-headed Skipper. And so I found her this one. After she passed, I got a little Skipper back, and then my Barbie collection just kind of went crazy. And then of course we got Tootie and another scooter back there. But this is the Reading Deluxe kitchen set. It's one of my holy grail items. I was so happy to get. Even the tinfoil comes out as real tinfoil. It's really cool. And then we have Angie. This is Cara, I think. Lori. Buffy. That's Chris. That's Fran. This is the Tootie and Todd ice cream set, which is really hard to find. And that's their sand bucket. That's hard to find. Of course, they've got the life-size Marie Osborne doll. Marie Osborne is a doll maker. And she's passionate about dolls, too. And then I set up a little police force down here. I got my police officers and some superheroes guarding my casino. That's a Sensation doll. I love the my size Marie Osmond doll. She's amazing. I got her for only $10. Score. Down here, let's see here. I've got another Buffy cradle. This is my little oh, it's like a made-to-move PJ. I'll think of the name of them. I love PJ. She's one of my favorite characters. It's a Stacy. And then let's just go up. I love that grandfather clock. These are the Busy Barbies. And this guy, I think, is like a George Washington, or not George Washington, a George Bush doll. And then it's just a little setup, one little China hut, chariot, the animals. Then if we come up here, we need this little display. Girl Scout Barbie. And we'll get on to some of my funner dolls. This is Becky. I love Becky. She was put in old magazines and advertised for sale, but they never did make her. So they came out with her as a reproduction because the Barbie collectors were asking, where's Becky? Where's Becky? And so they actually made Becky in, I believe, the 90s. And then over here I've got my Burnett Casey and my Twiggy doll. Twiggy's one of my favorites. Twiggy was a supermodel. I think I got, yep, there's Twiggy's picture. And this is Francie, and she's a straight leg Francie from '66. And then these are the fashion plays and fun to dress Barbies that I have. There's probably a lot more out there. This I thought was neat. It was an old Barbie bath bead set that Jergens came out with. Barbie cards hanging up. And then we come down, and then my health center. That's All American Barbie. I've got 2 of her VHS tapes. There's some fun. I've got a Skippers, 2 Skippers in there. And I made them a little TV area. I've got 2 bubble cuts in this bathroom. This is the 1970s bathroom. Except the pink ones, these are newer. But that's a bubble cut and a lemon PJ. And that's a Ken doll. But he doesn't have any face paint, but I still love him. Let's see. I come over here, and this is part of my health mart. This guy was on Small Soldiers. Do you remember him? And then I put a lot of my Model Muse in here. And my G.I. Joes. Barbie. That's a 90210 doll. That's Gabby. I love that one. That's a Toy Story Ken on his head's off. These are reproduction ponytail Barbies. The biggest way to tell if they're repo or real, the real ones will have Barbie or Midge on their butt, and the repos have it on their backs. So they are quite a bit newer. Then we'll just kind of skedaddle this way to more of my health store. This is kind of gymnastics. I love Janet. She's the gymnastics. And then, I forgot that one's name. I'll think of it in a minute probably. I have more than one. And then we'll go on to my farmer Barbie. I love chickens. They are my spirit animal. And then I love the bees. We've got the beekeeper Barbie. We've got her out of her box too. Sometimes you'll find out collecting, you'll want them in both out of their box and in their box. These are my fairies that I have. And then we have Barbie's very first animal pet that she had was Dancer. And Dancer's right there. Western Ken's riding him. That's like a horse riding Barbie. And then I have a lot of Barbie horses that I've put in a stable. That's the Toy Story Barbie. That's another Western Lincoln Barbie. And of course I got more horses down here. And then over here, her name is Lee. She's one of my favorite Barbie characters. I've put her in overalls. And then I've got the John Deere Barbie, and she's got her chickens. That's a reproduction Barbie. And then we'll go to pool party at the Malibu Dolls. So this is pool party. We've got Malibu Ken, Stacy, PJ, Alan, Skipper, Scott, Chelsea, Skipper, Francie. That was another one I got from my mom, was Malibu Francie. That's how I found out there was so many different characters in the Barbie world. So many different names. Come down here, and this is, I've named this Can I Keep It? And that's a ballerina doll. I have about 4 of those. And then this is Sun Sensational Malibu Ken. They have little tans, like our Sun Lovin', I mean. And this is the Sun Lovin' Christie. I love her. She has her aviator shades, and they have tan lines. And then I've got a golf cart. Stacy cruising in it. Let's see here. Well, we might as well just cut down here. And these are some 90s Barbies. Of course, we got Kelly. And then that's a Skipper doll. And I just like that pink dog. And then we'll go up a level. And these are the Skippers I remember from my childhood. This is her very best friend, Courtney. And so they have a light bright. This is the Babysitter's doll. Her name is Claudia. I don't know if you remember the Babysitters Club. This is a very rare Barbie doll. This here is the rarest one that I've found. This is Pose and Play Tiff. Pose and Play Tiff was in 1971. She was Skipper's tomboy friend. She is very low made. This is Growing Up Ginger. This doll is so funny. Her and Grown Up Skipper, when you turn their arm, they grow like an inch and then they get breasts. So she wasn't on the market very long. They were banned. This is Sandy. She's a clone of Skipper. I love Sandy. She can hang out with Skipper all day long. That is my living Skipper doll. And they're all playing the game of Barbie. There's Fluff. Fluff is beautiful, 1971. Let's see what else we got. We'll come up here, and then we got some Skippers. Another Courtney and Skipper from my childhood. Skipper and Courtney again. Then we'll just come up here, got another Tootie doll. And these are the Kelly dolls that I have. Kelly was started in 1995, and then they ended her in 2010, I believe. But there's so many different ones, and the babysitting dolls. A person could just collect Kelly dolls and have a whole room of them. There are so many of them. Then let's go over here to my little art museum I made. And this is where my fashion queen Barbie hangs out. And that is my African American Francie. She is another one that's hard to find. And then this is Zeke. He's one of the High School Musical dolls, I think. And then we'll come up here. And then this is Twiggy again. And I love Julia. She was the very first celebrity Barbie doll. And I believe she was the very first African American celebrity doll. This is Brad. He's extremely hard to find. I love Brad. This is Truly Scrumptious from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. She's another one that's pretty hard to find. That is my #1 bubble cut. She was a first edition bubble cut. I got her for $1. That's another #1 bubble cut. She's got some face damage, but I love her. And then I've got a #5 ponytail Barbie back there. This is Sun Sensational Malibu Ken. And he's kind of hard to find. And there's my talking Christie doll. They made a whole line of talking dolls where you pull a string and they say stuff. Her record's kind of warped. You can barely understand what she says. There's one of my favorite clone dolls. This is Wendy. She was from Unida. And she's from 1963. And they used to give them out with silverware sets. This is Blitz. She's my mom's birthstone Barbie doll. So she can just hang out up there. And of course I've got Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Then we come up here, we've got my ballerina collections. And these are from 1970, oh I forget. But Cara is very hard to find. I always wanted to take her out of her box and play with her, but she's so hard to find, I just can't do it. Someday maybe I'll find one. Misty Copeland, I love her. Of course we got a Barbie calendar. More ballerina dolls. And then we'll just kind of start this way. And we've got my Malibu Christie with Curtis. Curtis is one like PJ. I think they're, oh, what were they called? They were like a made to move. They have triggers on their backs and their arms and legs move. That's Alan and Midge. That's another clone Barbie doll. And then back here's another Truly Scrumptious. We have a redheaded walking Jamie doll. This is my 1975 Hawaiian Barbie doll. She is absolutely lovely. There's one of my walking Jamie dolls. She was a Sears exclusive. They didn't make very many of them. She's pretty hard to find. And this was the first ponytail Barbie I ever bought. And I named her Sunday because the lady I bought her from's name was Sunday. And these are my favorite. These are the Marlowe flips. They're absolutely gorgeous. And this is Andy. He's a clone Ken. Here's some more Marlowe flips. You've got Burnett and Blonde and Carrot. And these guys were all made in 1971. They're the most beautiful hair. Here's another #5 ponytail. She's got raven hair with another molded Ken doll. She's lovely. And then there is another Midge doll with Alan. And he's in a masquerade costume. I really like that costume. And then if we come, let's see. We'll cut up here and we'll go to Steffi. Walk Lively Steffi. She is super hard to find. I just barely got her about a year ago. I got another Walk Lively Jamie. And these are Walk Lively Barbie herself. That's Walk Lively Ken. This is Miss America Barbie. She is so beautiful. I love this doll. She has the same face mold as Steffi. I love the Steffi face mold. And then we'll come down here, and then I've got, like Shaving Ken, and I'm not sure who she is, but I just put them in this bathroom display. And then we come down here. This is Ella. Ella is very hard to find. She was only given to girls or boys that had terminal cancer. I found her at the thrift store. My husband was like, oh, let's not bring her home, but Ella is doing well in my Barbie room. And then we got those guys again. Then I've got the Gone with the Wind dolls. Now these are not Mattel, but I love Gone with the Wind. And I just think they're lovely. And then, of course, Kelly Case. And then I've got these guys. That's kind of the new Walk Lively Barbies. They came out with Moving Groovin' dolls. Electra, she is so beautiful. I love that Barbie. This is the first my size Barbie that was ever made. And I have original shoes and her pink shirt, but I had to give her a newer skirt. Someday I'll find her pink skirt that she came with. And then I've got a bunch of Barbie Jeeps down here with newer Barbies. Puzzles. I love his ponytail. And then we've got Skipper and Kevin. And then, of course, we've got, oh, what's her name? She has a gold in her name. She's wonderful. And his name's Todd, I believe. And then Shani is right there. I love Shani. And then, of course, some 90s Barbies. We'll come up here. This is my sister's birthstone doll. This is a Cancer Barbie. And then, of course, my totally hair Barbies. These were so much fun to play with when I was a kid. I love their hair. And we've got Skipper. And then up here, we've got Miss Barbie. Miss Barbie was the first doll that ever had eyes that open and shut. In fact, if you leave her wig on her head, it'll leave milk marks on her face. So you don't ever want to leave her wig on her. She used to scare kids, so they didn't make her for very long. And then this is Casey in the blonde. Of course, they've got beautiful Francie and another Twiggy doll, and they're all on an airplane ride. And I really love Dixie. She's a new character that came out. And of course, I've got Flight Attendant Barbie back there. What else do we got? If we come around the corner, oh, we'll do the Star Dolls. These guys are really fun too. These have the same bodies as Jazzy. And so we've got these guys right here. That's all their friends. And then if we come over here, okay, we've got Sunspell Barbie. And then there's Moon Mystics Barbie. These are made in 1979, and they are very hard to come by. I would love to take them out and play with them, but I probably will never find them again, so they'll stay in their box. My good friend Carlos gave me this beautiful Star Wars Barbie. And then I've got another Bob Maki doll. She's the goddess of the sun, so I put her by Sunspell. And then this is Bob Mackey's moon goddess, I think is her name, and so I kept her by the Moon Mystics Barbie. Come up here, and then we'll start the Sweet 16. Now I had a head for her, so I put her on a made-to-move body. But I do have the original Barbie Sweet 16 in her box. This is North Korea's Sweet 16 Barbie. Her name was Ellie, and she is beautiful. She's so nice. And if I come over here, I've got some wedding set up here, and this is going to be Francie, Midge, Barbie, and another molded hair Ken doll. These guys I absolutely love, the Young Sweethearts, because she has a German Francie face mold, which if you can find a German Francie, they're extremely rare. I do not have German Francie, but others in my group do. We got the Astronaut Barbie. I love her. And this is the coolest set in the world because I have Barbie Loves McDonald's, but it's in French. So everything on the menu's in French, and it's just a really neat addition to my Barbie room. And then of course I got the box here. There's some records from McDonald's. We'll get to Barbie McDonald's, but let's do the wedding dolls first. I have the shoe store. And this is a Taylor Tuesday doll. They are lots of fun. I love Taylor Tuesday. And then these guys are just kind of showing off their dresses. And here is more wedding dolls. This is a reproduction Barbie. I don't know if you can tell the difference. That's a new one. That's an old one. That dress she's wearing, though, is an original Barbie wedding gown. That's a 90s wedding doll. That's a Kelly. This one right here is a very beautiful Barbie. I believe she's the first Hispanic Barbie. I've had arguments at Barbie chat room saying that she's not Hispanic, but I believe Kelly is Hispanic, and in my room, she's the first Hispanic Barbie doll. Then if I come down here, I've got the pet store, and this is kind of fun. Got all Barbie's little pets. And then more mall. This is the mini mall. That's another Taylor Tuesday doll. And then all their little purses and accessories. And then I made a little Barbie's doctor's office. That way Barbie's got a way to keep well. This is just like a food court area I made. Some 90s Barbies, G.I. Joe. And then let's go ahead and go this way. We've got the original Barbie. I think this is the beauty salon. I have the box up there. It's got the date on it. That was one of my favorite clones named Tootsie when I was a kid. Of course, another Malibu Francie. That's Kenna. I made Kenna. I love him. Her. And then my food court. That's a 60s Barbie doll. Well, she is a reproduction of the 60s. That's a rare ski uniform. Because I also have the ski resort sets. 2 of them. So it's called Barbie's Olympic Ski Village. We got Barbie with her skis, and then we've got Ken on a snowboard. We've got my 2 skippers in the original, I think those are the ice skating outfits on them. And just some fun dolls along the side. Now if we come over here, we've got the Candies doll. There's my Kelly. She was clip and curl, so she's of course going to be the hair salon. And there's another Francie. I think this one has straight legs. This is the ice cream shop, Jazzy, and that's Gabrielle. And then we've got so many of the High School Musical dolls, and I need to watch that show because I don't know who they are. This is Maddie Maud. She's a fun little mod. It was a clone. And then of course I've got Barbie's Pizza Hut. It was in the box, but I couldn't resist it. I had to open it because I wanted to have a Pizza Hut. And here is my McDonald's in French. And I've got one of the Olsen girls working back there with the McDonald's Barbies. Got a couple of them. But yeah, even the menu is in French. We got Malibu Ken. This is one of my favorite Barbies. This is Stacy. She's so beautiful. She's twist and turn hair with real eyelashes. And this is another newer Stacy. And then of course Tootie. And then we'll come up here. We got another Francie. And then those are High School Musical dolls. I made this one. She had a twist and turn head, but I put her on a Francie body. Let's see. There's Kevin again. Jazzy. These guys are so much fun. And this is a whole different ice cream parlor. I have 2 different ice cream shops. And then if we come up here, we got a lot of play sets. I love the National Geographic dolls. A lot of the new ones I just kind of use for decoration because they're just kind of cheapy made and I don't want to open them. They can stay in their boxes. We got the snowmobile. We got PJ. I love PJ. Barbie. And then this is a Coco Bonbon. She's a twist and turn. And then with Malibu Ken in the hot tub. This is the original Ski Queen outfit. I do have her blue pants on a different one, but I like the black pants better on her. And then if we come over here, well, she's swimming. And then we'll come up here to some of my favorite ones. These are the mod dolls. We've got a, I'll think of his name. There's Mod Hair Ken, I think, and he's fishing. That there is what is her name? I think it's Grown Pretty Hair Barbie. And then that is just a twist and turn. I put a wig on her. Another Andy doll. That is a fair hair Barbie doll right here. And then there's fair hair Barbie. And then this is my favorite twist and turn mod. She's so beautiful. And then if we go over here, we've got her in Sandy editions. And then we got these guys. This one's super cute. I like her face. Of course, we got another Tootie, another Stacy, camping set, a tent. That's another Malibu Barbie. And then I've made a Barbie school. Of course, all the Husker cheerleaders, I'm sure in the other states they're different too. But each one of these guys has different feature about them, either their hair, the way they're posed. The original band outfit for Barbie. That's Blaine. That's the guy that Barbie left Ken for. And then there is a fashion queen and the graduation outfit from 1963, I believe. And then I made a skull. There's another one of my favorite clone dolls. And then if we go back here, this is Sarah Palin, but I've named her Principal Palin. And then of course I've got the kids in school. And then if we go over here, we got another Malibu Frenzy. This whole house is full of Barbie stuff too. The Ice Capade Barbie, that's the original one from the 90s. Those are the newer ones that came out. Of course, we got the 2 of the vans, the camping vans. I think it's Barbie Going Camping. I like that little unicorn. Pink trees. We got another clone with the grown-up skippers right there, one of them. These are like the miniature PJ Sparkle dolls. Their stomach lights up. This is the Happy Family dolls. Or wait, Heart Family. These are Heart Family. I don't think I have Happy Family. That's a G.I. Joe though for the grandma. That's their vans. Come up here. Those are my Ferraris. PJ as in a beautiful purple car. That guy, I love her. There's another old vintage Ken. I think that was one of the first Barbie cars. Got the boat with the Malibu Ken, Malibu Girls, of course, Furbies. This is a neat little car. If you put water in it, it actually runs. I forgot the name of the dolls. They're like something square. It's a cool car. Of course, more of these WWF dolls. They have good movable joints. Barbie Hot Wheels, Ninja Turtles. I love Ninja Turtles. This is my Life in the Dream House dolls. There's Barbie, and Raquel is my favorite character. She said just not. Let's see. Oh, Superstar Barbie again. And then if I come down here, that's an older Ken car. I think that's his Roadster, and that's Midge and Ellen. And then more Ninja Turtles. Oh, I love the Ninja Turtles. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah, Russian Barbie. More Ninja Turtles. Master Splinter. April O'Neil. You name it, they're here. That's Jamaican Barbie. Little Barbie stereo. I like Care Bear stuff. These guys are really cool. This is Takara Barbies. This is the Japanese Barbie, and that's the Japanese Ken form. Of course, we got Swedish Barbie, more My Little Pony. Gotta have that. The Bug, Volkswagen. It's just kind of everything in this room. We got the Shopkins, Garfield, and Alf. And then these are the Barbie Legos, which I like them too. Swedish Barbie. That's my beautiful niece. And then we've got the Wonder Woman dolls. Quite a few of those. And of course, I love Disney dolls too. These are the newer ones. I like the Barbie extras. That's the Dream Closet I just got. Summer Barbie. She's a model moose body. Come this way, we'll go. We got the My Size Frozen and Princess Anna. And of course, My Size Barbie. This one has eyelashes. She's one of my favorites. Yeah, we got Snow White, the Wicked Witch. We got Sleeping Beauty. And then if we come down here, we've got the original Aladdin and Jasmine dolls from my childhood. I like quite a few of those. She was my favorite when I was a kid. We got the Rapunzel dolls. Alright, this is on, oh, I forget her name, but she's hard to find. That's the Hercules girl, that's Anastasia, and that one is beautiful. I think she was the first African-American Disney princess doll made. And then we've got Barbie as princess. These guys, I forget who they are, but I really like these guys. That is the guy off of, that's Johnny Depp in the Mad Hatter doll. And I think that's the Wicked stepmother or something in the Snow White movie, or one of the newer Disney movies they reanimated. And then if we come up here, got Belle, and then of course, you know, the Beast, the Ariel dolls. Got quite a few Ariel dolls. That's my sister's favorite Disney character. Mulan, and a horse. Got Barbie. And I've got a couple Mycene dolls. And then, of course, we've got the Frozen guy back there. And then this is the Nutcracker Barbie with the Nutcracker kin. And then I just really like these dolls. They are so pretty. Moana, Pocahontas, John Smith. Those are the Native American princess dolls. We've got some mermaids over here. We go up. We got Raquel again with Kelly on a boat with these lovelies. Another princess doll. This is a cool display. I got this at work when they were gonna throw it out, and I was like, no, I need it. So I actually spent quite a bit because I had to buy all the little accessories so I could display it. And of course, we got some more back here. That's Barbie's Swan. This is a neat set. Okay, we got a Mycene kin doll here, and I got one on the other side too. I don't know if we can see them though. And that's these are a PJ and I think that's a Christie doll. It's either Christie or Cara. And these guys are in the game show. So I made Barbie TV game show. I made the little extra accessories for it. And that's fun. And then we come up here. We have Barbie Bikes. This is Electro Man. He was really neat. He was made in the 70s. He was one of the first science fiction action figures that they made after all there was a big science fiction action boom. He talks and his lights light up. Woo, woo, woo. And then some cases, paper dolls. These are Barbie helmets. Midge, Skipper. And then of course, couldn't have a Barbie room without Drew, Carrie, and Mimi. And we've got the Serena Williams and Venus Williams dolls. Barbie fishing pole. Easter basket. Soldiers of the World. And then I like the Batman house. Popples. I don't know if you remember Popples. Hula Hoop Barbie. She's one of my favorites. She was given to me by my best friend. There's another Dolls of the World. These dolls are super cool. These are the Little Chap family. They were actually made after the John F. Kennedy family. And they quit making them after John F. Kennedy was assassinated. But these dolls are neat. I really like them. Okay, we got Army Barbie. All the little working Barbie accessories. We got the Tammy, I believe, and that's Penny Bright. This is just kind of a clone house I made. And then those are the Charlie's Angels dolls. I don't have them all. And then I have some Sunshine Family dolls, but not a lot of them. And then if we come up here, we have more of Barbie's animals. We have Fluff and Beauties in this display. This is a walking, lively brunette Jamie. She's very hard to find. There's Fluff and Beauty. My sister got me some Barbie makeup. I really like that. These are all black label Barbie outfits. So when you look for Barbie outfits, look for the ones that have the black writing that say Barbie Mattel. That's how you know they're original from the 60s. And almost all of these are black label Barbie. Some are Sears exclusive though. And those are also kind of fun to collect. And of course PJ, we love PJ. And then, you know, I've got the Barbie vet station, my coffee cup. Another My Size Barbie. This is My Size Kelly. Let's see. These are all my outfits. I have so many Barbie clothes. There's more in that case. This is the 1970, I think it's 8 or 9 Barbie head, which you could style and whatnot. Got her for like $1. And then we've ended up here, back at our beginning of explaining our doll room. I don't think I missed anything. I'll just kind of look around. It's been almost an hour of making this video. So we might as well go in my doll room. Another My Size Barbie. I made this like a little playhouse. And this is always fun. This is usually where the kids like to play the most when they come visit Aunt Abby. This is a clone of Patty Play Pal. I love her. She's cooking. And that guy's kind of different. And then I've got, let's see, bunches of clothes for them. Holly Hobbies, one of my favorite things in here that I collect. This is Baby Secrets. This doll is considered one of the most creepiest dolls Mattel ever made, and I'm going to show you this one. Are you ready for this? No batteries. You just pull a string. And then we've got, you know, I really love this baby doll. She's Compo Baby. And this is the original Patty Play Pal. She was the first Playmate for kids. I got her for really cheap, but she's very hard to find. I love Patty Play Pal. We got Christie, and then her name is, oh, what is her name? I think her name is Holly. I'm not sure, but I really love that doll. And of course I've got this, and then all the food and accessories. And then more Holly Hobby and the cups. And then we come here, and then we've got this baby girl. I found her at a thrift store, and I spent a little bit on her. She's a walker doll, and her teeth is showing, and I just fell in love with her, so I had to have her. And then if I come in this room, we've got a Mark's metal dollhouse, which are really cool. I used to make toys so much nicer than they do now. Some of my favorite puzzles come down here. The My Buddy dolls. I don't know if you remember My Buddy and Kid Sister. I used to want those so bad when I was a kid, and I recently found them at a thrift store. This is Nancy's her name, but she is a saucy walker. And then this is a walker doll. So what that means is you can grab their arm and then they'll walk with you. That is a, do you remember My Pet Monster? Those are pretty cool. Blue Bonnet Belle. This is a really cool metal kitchen area. For the smaller dolls, that's a Holly Hobby porcelain doll. I love Holly Hobby. And then I come down here, and that's orangey. I had that since I was a kid. And then Big Bear. That's my favorite bear from childhood. I've carried him with me everywhere I went. Of course, I got the Little People by Fisher Price. And these guys, a lot of them are the original wood ones. And I got them for a really good price. And there's more down there at the barn, but I can't really get to them. American Girl. This is Mary Jane is her name on the back of her head. This baby, now I guess they used to make dolls to where they catch on fire when it was over 80 degrees. So this is one of the first baby dolls that they made that would not catch on fire. The lady that sold me to the thrift store garage sales telling me about them. And I also got one of the ones that will catch on fire, but it's downstairs in my china hut. Then I've got all these bears. And that is my Barbie room. We got the My Little Pony dolls. I don't think I missed anything, guys. I hope you enjoyed my Barbie video tour. And if you ever have any questions about Barbie or who they might be, let me know. I can probably help you identify them. Because I've spent 5 years, almost 6 years, collecting Barbie now. And I've learned quite a bit about Barbie. Thank you for watching. What a long video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.